I thought Route 32 went through the Smoky Mountains in Kentucky.
No, it's Trail 32.
Oh, hi everybody. Welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Rhea Rossi Booth, and we are at the Manti Mountain ATV Jamboree here in Manti, Utah, in the beautiful county of Sanpete.
Hope you have your seatbelts fastened.
Listen, this trail is fabulous. What beautiful scenery it is up here.
You know, this is a way to feature the Arapeen Trail system, over 500 miles of beautiful mountain trails in the middle of Utah.
Yeah.
We really should find out a little bit about this trail system and about the Jamboree.
This is our Manti Mountain ATV run. We've been doing it, we're in our 15th year, I believe. We do 3 days of rides. We started yesterday with just an introductory ride, get the kinks worked out, get everybody used to the trails that we're riding on. And then we'll take off today and tomorrow and do 2 full days of rides. We are mostly on the Arapeen system, which is in the Wasatch Plateau east of Manti, and we go through a lot of the beautiful scenic trails east of our community here in Manti, as well as some of our other neighboring communities, as well as over the top to the Farron area, Joes Valley area.
You meet really interesting people out on these Jamboree rides. We bring people in. We've got people here today from Southern California, San Bernardino, and all over the place that have seen this on the internet and come up here to ride our country. So you get to meet a broad diversity of people and trade war stories out on the trail and find out a lot about these people and how interesting they are, and then get a chance to show them what we have here.
Manti is a great community. We're the 4th oldest city in the state of Utah, founded in 1849. We've retained a lot of that pioneer flavor. We still have more pioneer era homes existing in Manti than in any other city in the state.
We're off the beaten path. It's a rural community. We're not influenced a lot by some of the urban trends that you get on the Wasatch Front. We can ride our OHVs or ATVs down the street to get to the hills and enjoy it. We don't have to trailer up and go. So it's just a rural hometown experience here. And once they've been here, then we get the guys that come back and they want to do it again and they want to see a different trail and go different places. And so we try to accommodate them with that.
Wow, Chad, sure beats sitting in the office, huh?
Well, what do you mean, Rhea? This is our office. There is along this trail, with the 500 miles of trails in the system, as we've learned. But for sure, you have to understand that a lot of it's different. Every mile has its own character, but every mile is beautiful. Would you agree with that statement?
Oh, completely. It's so gorgeous up here. It's really beautiful. I can't believe what we've seen just in the short distance we've come on these trails.
Even today, there was this one sweet spot, this magic spot as we were making our way up the canyon, where you had in one spot aspen, scrub oak, pinyon pine, and tall pines. I guess if you were a botanist, that would be a pretty hot moment.
Yeah, or a fluffy dog running around with your nose on the ground. The dogs love it up here.
Only you would think of that, Miss Rhea. It's August, and the locals would be very disappointed in this water flow, but for the rest of us, this looks like a great place. Hi, welcome back to At Your Leisure at Milky Falls as part of the Manti ATV Jamboree.
Fabulous. And the access to come up here was so easy off the ATVs. We just walked up a couple yards and here we were. This is so gorgeous. And they call it Milky Falls because in the spring, the water's kind of milky when it comes out. Because of the runoff, yeah.
Now, of course, when you're this high in the mountains, there's not a lot of red or brown silt. It's just snow.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's carrying some snow sediment, which is why it's white.
Exactly.
Okay, it's as good a story as I can make up. Well, access is really important all the way across these mountains. And we're going to find out about this trail system. And we're also going to find out why that access is so important to some families.
Today we rode up Manti Canyon and we broke off and then rode onto Trail 31 up to the Burnt Hill, across Trail 32, back to the main road, and then we just stopped here at the Milky Falls so everybody could enjoy the falls. The falls are just off the main road, so you can reach it even in your car or your SUV and just come on and little hike up to them, but it's worth seeing for sure. From the Arapeen Trail system during the late summer, you can reach all of the communities in the Sanpete Valley from the Skyline Drive. 7 communities down there that have restaurants and gas stations to refill for the afternoon or spend the night and then get back up the next day and ride the trail.
Oh, it's been awesome. It's been fun. It's been a good trail. It's nice and cool up here. It's beautiful country.
So I'm Chance Ross. This is my machine behind me. We go riding.
He loves it. He loves the attention and just doing different things and just going out. He's always happy. Ever since he was a baby, I've taken him out in the mountains. And so this is actually, we just got this year. It's been a dream to get us side by side where we could get him further up the mountains and take him more places.
I just think it's awesome. Everybody has really been friendly and really kind and just going out of their way, and it's just awesome up here. I really like it.
The last 10 years, people have started to change the way they see special needs. Special Olympics are getting a lot bigger now. Schools, they're more interacting the kids with the normal kids now, where like when I went to school, it was pretty separate. And so the world's changing that way too. So, and just technology and everything else. I mean, the things I have in here, he has seizures where he'll stop breathing. So I have oxygen, I have everything I can breathe for him if I have to. Try to think outside the box and just put your mind to it that you're gonna get him out there and start talking to people, asking. There's a lot of people out there that'll help you. And you meet new people that are just awesome.
Yeah, you know, it's that Ross family, amazing. It's so awesome. They get out here, they enjoy the great outdoors. There's no limitations. It's just get in one of those little four-seaters and make it happen.
Well, you know, without the technology of the day, families like the Rosses would not be able to come out and enjoy all of the scenery that you have out here.
Yeah.
And of course, part of that is access. And if we don't all fight to protect access, then families like theirs won't be able to enjoy this, because there are those who would have this only for people who can walk in on foot, being able to see all this stuff. We have to protect our access as much as the treasures that are out here.
Indeed we do.
Yep.
And we want to thank Greg too, our trail guide. He and his dad started this trail, this whole jamboree like 10, 15 years ago, and we're still going strong, and it is a beautiful, beautiful place out here.
Well, look, we're not lost. Welcome back to At Your Leisure, out on the Arapeen Trail at the Manti Mountain ATV Jamboree.
Yeah, these trails are so well marked, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, anywhere you turn. We know this is 31, we know we're on 45 just because the sign's right here.
And you got that trusty map.
And all you have to do is get your tourism map that's put together by the county, by Sanpete County, of this entire trail system. It has difficulty ratings on the trails. It has all of the things on it. As you can see, this one's fairly well worn out. But it is a great, great resource. And, you know, while the trails are well marked, the rest of the landscape shouldn't be. And so we found a lot of naughty, bad bunnies out here today who have been leaving beer cans and soda cans and Rockstar cans and water bottles and things that just make it look not pristine. You know it's wrong, so don't do it.
Yeah, well said, Chad.
You know, you don't have to have a jamboree like this one to go explore. Now, if you want to learn about the trails with a crowd, make a note on your calendar that the end of August next year is the time to sign up to go to the Manti Mountain ATV Jamboree.
Yeah.
But you can come down here and explore any time of the year and just explore to your heart's content.
Right. You know, we need to come down here more often because the trails out here are beautiful, not to mention the scenery.
Yeah,
I mean, this is just a beautiful little town.
Well, you can tell the mountains are in a spiritual setting all by themselves.
It's so true.
Okay, well, remember, there is adventure around every bend.
You just got to get out there and create your own adventure.
At your leisure. Come on, Rhea, let's go to dinner.